Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So I go by the Blue Light Oracle, and in today's reading, I want to do a reading about what supports your happiness, or something that aligns with your happiness. So this is going to be the reading today. First of all, we're going to have a look at the cards and see which piles will come out for your reading today. So this is the crystal card deck. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be 4 piles. Let's take a look at your piles today. So for pile 1, you have the blue lace agate. I'm going to put the autofocus on for a moment. So blue lace agate with the words kindness, good communication, peaceful outcomes, love and marriage. Okay. For pile 2, you have Labradorite with shamanic journey, brave, magical power, higher awareness. For pile 3, you have Red Jasper, nurture, determination, relaxing, tranquility. And pile 4, you have Amber with harmony, home protection, calm, and attracts love. Okay, so take your time, everyone. Maybe take some time to think about the piles and whatever's calling out to you. Feel free to pick as many as call out to you as well. What I'll be doing next is going to the shuffling process, so feel free to stick around for that. Share your energy. I'll be calling on the collective to do this reading. But yeah, whatever calls to you, down below will be the timestamps for each pile. So for pile 1, Blue Lace Agate, pile 2, Labradorite, pile 3, Red Jasper, and pile 4, Amber. Hi everyone, welcome to the shuffling process. So I'm just going to move these out a bit. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a reading around cleansing and clearing, and then just before I was about to do that and start picking the cards for this particular reading, I thought it would be much better to do one around happiness. It's what supports your happiness. So I'm going to get into it. Pile 1. If that's pile 2. Really like these cards. This is the, what is it called? The Gateway of Light Activation. Really nice deck. What support the viewer's happiness? And I'm gonna do 2 tarot cards from each deck. I'm going to do 1, 2, 4, maybe. We'll see. No, 2, 2, 2. Got 3. 3 there. Okay, this one's got 3. It's turning into more than what I thought it would be. Sometimes that just happens. Might have a plan, but Spirit has another plan. Okay, and these ones will be 2, 1, R1 again. Spire's getting a lot of cards. Okay, so as before, feel free to jump to your pile with in the description there'll be timestamps. Otherwise, enjoy your reading and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. So you have chosen the Lace Agate. All right, let's have a look at your cards and see what we've got. So you have the Emerald Tablet activation with the message Cosmic Ordering, Divine Alchemy, Conscious Manifesting. I haven't pulled this card from this deck yet, so I'll have a look at that once we've flipped the cards. Take a moment. And you have Mamakucha with Collaboration. I flow with life and life flows with me. Makes a lot of sense with this card here. A lot of blues too coming in. I know there's some green here, but just the theme. All right, let's have a look at your tarot cards. So you have the 10 of Discs, very nice. Talks about family, money, of course. You have the 6 of Wands. Excuse me. You also have the Fool. You have the Strength card. And you've got the Fool again, very interesting. 2 Fools, very different Fools too. But still the same message. So what do I see in your reading pile number 1? I see a theme. It's all based around, so what supports your happiness? It feels like family. It could be with relation to financial security as well. Not an excess of money. It's more of like being happy and comfortable with what you've got, whether that is just physical money or whether that is having the right people around you, having supportive people, being able to support other people as well. Because we have the Lace Agate with love and marriage and the 10 of Discs, and it just feels like you've picked this and the 10 of Discs is right in the middle of the reading and right next to collaboration. I almost see like taking some time for yourself as well, not just for yourself for no reason, but to reflect on the year, reflect on what's around you, appreciating what you have, looking forward to what you are working towards as well, because 2 Fools coming up tells me, especially 1 Fool with there's like cups, so it's emotional, there's hearts, there's also a white rose, which to me talks about, I guess it can mean different things for different people, but to me it talks about loyalty, so that's loyalty to yourself and to others. but also the white rose can be like a new love or a new experience. And the Fool is about that, as well as taking a risk, doing something new. But for now, these are at the end of your readings. I feel like this is maybe coming up for the new year, which would make sense, but planning as well, the Six of Wands. Continuing your journey in life, continue your journey with your family, focusing on, like, this is about happiness, but this is exactly what the reading is coming through with, is what makes you happy? How are you happy? It looks like it is in regards to happy home life, happy to do what you enjoy. There's collaborating, so whether that's working with people for a new project or starting some new kind of passion, or if it's just to tell someone, like a partner or a parent or friends, exactly what you want to do and just voicing that. And even sometimes just letting it out helps with getting information to come back in, whether that's them talking about, you know, any input that they have in regards to your dreams, your future. I do see conscious manifestation. It just makes me think of the boards some people put up with, like, what they want to manifest or what they're working towards, like a vision board. Doesn't mean you have to do that, but something like that, something that has been on your mind for a long time, starting to actually put that into action. That's how it feels. The Divine Alchemy with collaboration from two different decks is definitely about some kind of blending of life. So whether that is home life with your passion, because of course you want to focus on one or the other at certain points in your life, maybe now is the time to start shifting the focus from one to the other. Not fully, but having some kind of good blend so you can be happy on many fronts of your life. I am going to read the Emerald Tablet activation. When the Emerald Tablet activation card appears, you are being called to remember the gift you are carrying from previous lifetimes. Even if you don't always understand how to express them, there is a part of you that knows you hold great power within. This is a special time for you to use that power to bring into manifestation all that you need for your life to unfold in the way that is in alignment with your best interests. All that has unfolded so far has given you the opportunity to learn and grow even the unsettling moments. But you are the master alchemist with the capacity to take all that was once challenging and use it to create positive opportunities for yourself. As above, so below. All the thoughts you send up to Source will contribute to your evolution on Earth. So what do I see overall? Because I feel like this is a very clear message about happiness as a blend of home life, family life, friends, let's say, and with your passions or what you're interested in doing. I feel like you're already on a path with regards to either work, career, passion, something like that, something you're really interested in doing. Maybe it does have to do for some of you with family, and it's blending some kind of project that you want to start or some kind of thing that you want to begin and blending that in with your family life. But it feels like just taking some time and really understanding what you want, because the Emerald Tablet was talking about your soul's kind of, or past life's kind of calling, let's say. With Take a Moment is to understand one's soul calling. And they're both at the start, and it's saying it's looking at blending, standing in your power, and then either continuing that journey or starting something new, and then blending that in with family life. But I will say this is a very quick and clear and also really nice message. It's all about finding some kind of balance, but it's going beyond that. It feels like, one, yes, finding balance, but also doing something and co-creating something new. It's not a coincidence that two Fools have come out, because this Fool looks like he is ready. He's got companions or some kind of support backing him up to take on this new challenge. And then this Fool is looking up and opening her arms for potentially some kind of new emotional experience as well. There is a bit of that for some of you. Maybe focusing on careers, what you've done in the past, and now it's kind of blending that in with finding a connection or finding someone that you can co-create a future with, whether that's still in within career or within like a home or family or love connection. This is pretty exciting because I feel like this is something that's definitely an opportunity for you or something to do. But this is what I see in your cards today. So it looks like your happiness is about blending of home and work and passion and love. And that's what I see in the cards for you today, Pile 1. So thank you for being here. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, take care. I'll see you in the next video. Hello, Pile number 2. So today you have chosen Labradorite. Alright, let's have a look at your cards today. So you got a lot of, excuse me, you got a lot of tarot cards today. So your first card is Shambhala Initiations. Retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, Dharma. Interesting. You also have the Vulnerability card. You also have the Lovers card. This is technically a Lovers card. This is a Oracle card. But this is Aphrodite and Aries with I follow my heart. Okay, let's take a look at your arrows. So you have the Ace of Cups right next to the Lovers card. Very interesting. You have the Two of Swords. You also have the Hermit. You have the Four of Wands right below the Lovers card. You have the Ten of Swords. Interesting. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to move that out of the light. Very interesting, pile number 2, because we have Brave with the Shambhala Initiations, which talks about, for me, we've got the trusting the process right under the vulnerability, which talks about trusting intuition over logic in some cases, or at the beginning, this is the start of the journey too, shamanic journey. It's like healing journey. So I will say for some of you, this is from what supports your happiness is moving away from a particular person or someone from your past. This is just some of you. I'm going to talk to this first because I feel like this is important. Whether this was some kind of, it's literally got a divorce certificate there. So some kind of end of a connection, which was challenging. And it looks like this is taking some time to retreat on this side, taking some time to stand in your power, trust the journey, healing journey. Some kind of change has occurred. And now it's like there's an opportunity for some kind of new connection, whether that is a love connection or even just a friendship or some kind of companion in some form. There is now an opportunity to do that. And so now it's your time to, one, look after yourself, of course, make sure you're ready, but ask yourself, take some time for yourself and ask yourself, do you want to begin a new connection, a new relationship, a new way of feeling, let's say? Because that's an opportunity. I feel like there's two options near the end for some of you, which is to go within to get really understand what you want to do in the future coming up for 2023, some kind of plan. Because while we all have free will, I feel like some of you have more of an option. There's no one right or wrong road. And I feel like that's not, like, maybe that's common for most, but sometimes free will can feel like there are some things you can change, but a lot of things are kind of set, I want to say. And for some of you in this pile, that's not so. You have more of an opportunity to do what you want to do, to feel how you want to feel in this lifetime. Right, so that's just for some of you, but for others, I feel like there's some kind of upgrade or level up in like a relationship for sure. It can feel, you might feel vulnerable by opening up in this kind of way, but with the Four of Wands, with the Lovers card and the Ace of Cups, It's like some kind of shift or change, whether that is cutting off an old person or cutting out something that really wasn't supporting both your happiness. It's now fine to cut that out, make that decision, because we've got the Four of Wands, which looks like some kind of celebration, a wedding, or something like that coming up, or some kind of new expression of who you are and how you want to be. And the Eight of Pentacles coming right at the end, which is kind of showing these two people just happy in each other's presence, happy in each other's company. They're not doing anything fancy. They're not posting, their holiday up on Instagram or something like that. They're just putting down their electronics and just being happy in each other's arms, in each other's company. But I do feel like with the Two of Swords, for everyone who chose this pile, you do have some kind of spiritual path, happiness path, love path that feels more open, and you can go within to find what you truly want to do and then go with that. That feels like the correct response. And if that's what makes you happy, then go with that. There might be some challenging times, some difficulties. Of course, everyone has those in life. And I feel like with this particular pile, you'll be able to at least express and go with what is your true calling, or what really on the inside makes you happy, is what I want to say. So what do I see summing up this reading of what makes you happy? I feel like it's your emotional connections with yourself, with others, standing in your power, opening yourself up, which is super scary, but trusting in the process, trusting in yourself as well. Because sometimes when we're given a huge amount of opportunities, that can also be stressful. But really the Two of Swords is all about peace, becoming peaceful, like making the choice and then having peace of mind with what you've picked, and then going down that path. But I do feel like overall it's about some kind of connection. So if this isn't a lover or a partner, then it's some kind of close friend or family, bridging that kind of connection. And that is exactly what I see for you, pile number 2. So thank you very much for being here. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. Otherwise, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So today you've chosen the Red Jasper. All right, let's have a look at your cards. Cool, so firstly you have the Chamber of the Violet Flame with Karmic Release, Radical Transformation. Interesting. You also have Reach Out, Determination, and Nurture with the Karmic Release. Very interesting. Reach out, getting support with this for sure. You have Rebirth, I am reborn. Yeah, this makes sense. Radical transformation with rebirth. This is some kind of shift and change, but something that's going to support your happiness for sure. All right, let's have a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Devil card. Yeah, releasing some kind of karmic debt, or now is almost the time. Around now is the time to be able to do that. Okay, I'll get all the cards out first. So you have the Empress with Nurture as well. You have the Chariot. Yeah, I do feel like now is the time to do this. Once you have got your support or got some kind of fallback, some base where you can stop and recalibrate whenever you need to, then it's time to push forward and go for it. You also have the Six of Pentacles. Alright, what a very interesting reading, pile number 3. While the Red Jasper does have relaxing tranquility, I feel like that's the reward, but you have to have the determination. Reach out. Maybe find someone, I don't know if this is like a friend or a pastor or someone in like a spiritual leader or some spiritual friend, something like that, who can assist with this. But the Chamber of the Violet Flames is releasing some kind of either past or it's either past lives or past karmic debt is all I want to say. Something that's happened in the past that you've looked back and haven't been fully happy with either how you presented yourself or conducted yourself, or other people around you had conducted themselves, but you might have turned a blind eye, let's say. So it's breaking these chains. This is all about nurturing yourself for sure. Giving back as well, with the Six of Pentacles coming out. But I feel like this will transform you and will align with your happiness for sure. So it doesn't look like it's something simple. It looks like it's something that you've really built up to, and now might be the time to start either working through that. I don't know exactly what that is for everyone. It's going to be different. But with the Empress and the Red Jasper talking about nurture, maybe it was something from family, from the past, and we're coming up to the holidays, so that could be triggered or brought up again. So maybe it's time to step into that and talk to family, friends about it. It feels like it's either now or it's very close to being able to start working on this. Keep seeing reach out, so I'm going to read the card to you as well. So we know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is about as much as a physical act of accepting help where offered, as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented to you. Yeah, it looks like some kind of big shift is going to occur. This will be like a huge change, and maybe friends, family, close people to you may not recognize the shift, but it's exactly what you want. It's to bring peace, tranquility, but also happiness into your life. It's so you can be happy with who you are and how you see your future. The Devil card and the Chariot card are just very interesting, because while the Devil is holding the two chains to the two people, the woman here is holding the two leads to the two dogs, the two opportunities, the two options. So there might be some options or some decisions, let's say, and it's what do you do? What do you choose? Do you choose to sit in the ego as a potential, or do you choose to nurture yourself and do what's right for you and also for those around you? This doesn't feel like it'll be an easy, quick change, but it is like a beginning of a journey. So either now or planning for the new year is how I feel like this is right for you, pile number 3. But very clear and concise message coming through today, pile 3. Very interesting. You got the determination to go through this. It's like inner working, let's say, inner clearing, talking to a psychiatrist or whoever can assist you with this. It's getting it out, piecing it back together, and keeping what you need and leaving what you don't. That's how it's feeling. But it's going to bring you back into who you truly are, which is like this caring person, how you really see yourself. Because we've got the Empress and the Six of Pentacles, which is about giving in some form. Giving, whether that's physical, so like materialistic, or whether that's giving emotional nurturing. And that's exactly what I see for you, pile number 3. So kind of a very quick message, however very deep and personal message for you. So thank you very much for being here. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my readings coming up. But thank you very much for being here, and take care of yourself. Hello, pile number 4. So welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Amber card with harmony, protection, home protection, calm, attracts love. Okay, so let's see what supports your happiness. So you have the Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirth by light. Ooh, some kind of shift and change. Some kind of change required. You have the have fun card. Yeah, this feels like getting back into that kind of inner child feeling, that fresh new feeling, because recreation, renewal with the have fun makes a lot of sense. Okay, and you've also got St. Bridget's Well with compassion, I give freely. It also has like a young child as well. The have fun just feels like inner child to me. Okay, let's get to your cards. So we have the 5 of discs. You have the Queen of Wands. You have the High Priestess. And you have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so what do I see for you, pile number 4? I do see that there is an opportunity here for some kind of shift. Maybe you've gotten into, like, maybe you're not unhappy, but you've got comfortable and it's time to mix things up. It doesn't have to be huge. It's just some kind of shift and change. I do feel like with the Queen of Wands, you've gone through a lot to get to where you are now. And it can be kind of scary to mix up some stuff in there because you know what's happened in the past. But also, it's time to unleash a little bit. With the Orion activation, supernova is all about, you know, that's what happens when a star dies. It explodes and either can turn into, or, you know, the energy produces some kind of black hole. I don't know exactly how they work, but that can happen sometimes. And the star has completely gone, so it's changed. It's exploded, so bits of it is, I guess, expelled out into the universe that hasn't been sucked into the black hole. But rebirth light is like finding some kind of inner excitement, something that you would really enjoy, something that you want to do that might mix up things in your life, but it's to not cause chaos, it's to cause or create some kind of experience, let's say. Because the Have Fun card talks about, when was the last time you had fun? When were you last silly? When did you just take a chance and do something for the joy of it? So your kind of change or shift is about getting out of kind of a stuffy way or a settled way and just adding something, adding a bit of light or adding a bit of change into your routine, let's say. I will say for some of you, it does feel like coming out of the period of, let's say isolation when it comes to like romantic connections. Trusting your intuition, of course. Trusting what resonates in this reading, of course. But I feel like you might be having some options here, especially with the 7 of Cups coming out. Because this is like admirers, let's say. Kind of reminds me of Bridgerton when we go, how many callers at the door, that kind of thing. Giving me those vibes because she has like a house. This hand has like a ring. This hand has money and pearls. This person here has, it looks like a dog and a heart. This one has like fun. So it's like there's so many options coming up or that are there for you, either for yourself or I feel like most people, but for some who are looking for a connection, there's also other people out there, but they can't find you if you are hiding away, let's say. The Compassion card coming out with Bridget, I give freely, with the High Priestess holding the bowl of pomegranates, just shows your spirit, I want to say, your spirit of giving, your spirit of compassion towards yourself and others and how you've learned over the years. You're still this strong, independent person for sure. I can see that, and that's not a question. But adding extra things into your life to spice it up, whether that's like a holiday or going to, it could be even as easy as going like mini golfing or something like that, doing just something, maybe even making that a part of your routine, that every first week of every month or once a week you do something fun. If that's too much, then once a month, you know, some kind of new experience, some kind of enjoyment, just to add a little bit of flavor into the life. A little bit of seasoning. Yeah, kind of two messages I see. Breaking up the monotony, doing something exciting. And then on the other hand, coming out of the cold or coming out of your own, let's say, cave and potentially looking for someone that shares the same values or wanting to experience the same in life as you do. It's a lot of it's like a few questions here. What do you want to do? What would make your life a little bit more fun? Spending some time and thinking on that. Trust your intuition. It doesn't have to be something that we would stereotypically look at fun. It's got to be fun for you. So even if that's studying something new or learning a new language or you know, it could be anything, or finding, you know, Sudoku and just doing some Sudoku. I don't know. It could be anything. It's up to you, but it's got to be some kind of something that makes you happy for sure. But it's got to be something that's really going to renew you, refresh you, re-spark your creative side, re-spark your enjoyment side, re-spark the feeling of love and compassion for yourself and also for others. So it's a little bit of inner work, a little bit of inner thoughts. But I feel like just starting to do something, even like minimal, will help you in the future to. I feel like it'll just reawaken something naturally within you. So with the supernova and with the renewal, for some, I feel like that's the difference. For some of you, this is a huge change, and for some of you, this is like a refresh. So like a refresh of ideas, creative side, and then the supernova is about some kind of big shift because maybe it's time to really make that big change or start planning for it now so you can in the new year, because I feel like new year, everyone's trying something different and that energy flows through to everyone. So everyone's like, okay, I've got that spark now. Let's start putting a plan into action. And that's exactly what I see for you, pile number 4. So thank you very much for being here. Feel free to leave a comment below because I feel like this has got a little bit of everything for you, pile number 4. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and also subscribe so you don't miss out on any content. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Take care.